Darryl, you were very candid after the game on Tuesday about the response you wanted from your players. What response have you had from them?
We're off the canvas, that's what we are. We come in Wednesday morning, still a lot of emotion from myself going around. I think it was an unbelievably bad night for us, but I'm a sort of guy that gets off the canvas, and so will with my players, and it's all about the response now on Saturday. And I must say, we've had 18 league games now this season, and there's been a hell of a lot of positives in that. And sometimes football does kick you where it hurts. You've got to take it on your chin, you take the stick, not a problem, and you come out fighting, because that's what I do, and that's what my players will be doing.
I was going to say, it's not a matter of trying to change things drastically, because what you've done so far has got you up into the top 6 of the league.
No, certainly not, but there might be one or two opportunities for lads that have been chomping at the bit to get in, but the team's been on, like I said, a good run, apart from obviously the last 2-3 results. It's a capable squad to fill in with one or two injuries that we've got. It feels like everything's hitting us with a ton of bricks at the minute, but I know myself and the meetings I have with my players and my staff, we're ready to go again. And I think coming in on the Wednesday on the lads' days off, everybody knew why we did it. We cleared it out, and we're ready to go.
What are the differences in between this season, when you've been on a good run and you've been winning games, when you've had a run where you've not won for a while? What are the differences in managing a set of players through that?
I must say, and I don't say this lightly, my group energised me. My lads in the change rooms, they energise me. They're that sort of group, understood. And don't get me wrong, we've got to produce the goods on a Saturday. We know that, my players know that. But they're that group, they're so keen to want to do well for our supporters of this football club that have probably had 4 years of things not going well, and there's a real hunger and desire about the group, and they're hurting, and if they weren't, they'd be in every minute of the day, because that's the culture we've set here as a football club. And we'll take the medicine. I'll certainly take a big chunk of that. That's fine. People enjoy the moment in the sun, and then we'll be coming out ready to achieve our goals for the rest of the season.
How important is that determination, as opposed to the tactics and the drills and the team selection, just having the will to win? How big a part is that?
It all comes into it, but that desire. Listen, I'm not like it. I think we lost the battle Tuesday night. I thought we was out fought Tuesday night, and we certainly didn't get our football going. Okay, and they're the non-negotiables for me. Certainly us as a club, and the high standards you set. But I think any manager up and down the country will be telling you, you sometimes get one or two of them in a season. Some teams have 10, 15, and that's when you are really struggling. But with this group, we have to respond the right way. Actions is always better than the words that a manager says or players say. But we've also got to take the positives of that. We're in a real strong, healthy position. 1 or 2 testing times at the minute, but we'll keep going and keep trying to improve, and making sure that the culture that we've got at the football club keeps flourishing.
Have you spoken to Tom Conlon at all? Because I know he was pretty disappointed with his sending off, but as the captain, have you just had a bit of a chat with him there?
Yeah, listen, Tom Conlon for me epitomises what this football club's about. You speak to our fans that speak to Tom Conlon. He lives, sleeps and dreams his football for this football club. He's our leader, he's a captain. We've got 1 or 2 other leaders in that changing room, which is fantastic. Yes, I spoke to Tom, but for me, that you see me pat him on the head after the game the other night. TC, he'll take things on the chin, but he'll be standing up and being counted when he's back in the team after his suspension. So no problems with any of my players.
And just finally then, given the last couple of results, how important is it to be in front of the home fans on Saturday with a chance to put that right in front of your crowd?
We do, but it's up to us to energise our own fans, because they'll be on the canvas as well, but they'll be up. They were probably up on a higher count than what I was, to be honest with you, because I was up on 9. I was the Tyson Fury the other day, but they know me. I'm a heart on the sleeve guy. I give emotional interviews after matches. They know how much I was hurting on a personal level, but like I said, I let people enjoy the moment in the sun, and then we come out and show the response that we need to do in performance. I always say performance, because yes, we want to win Saturday. We want to win anyhow we can, but it's the performance that normally ends up in the result. We can touch on Oldham. Yes, we didn't defend our box for 6-7 times the ball in the box, but the performance was a strong one, in my opinion. Do you understand me? So we want to get back to performing, that hopefully then produces the result.
Lovely, thank you.
Dale, obviously, Hartlepool had a decent start of the season, coming up from on the league. Petered out slightly, lost in midweek, but they'll come here, they'll be hurting like your team, aren't they? They'll want to get back.
Yeah, and I played with Anthony Sweeney, who's the interim manager, so I know what Sweeney's is about. Listen, it's a fantastic club. I spent 6 years as a player there, and we managed to get in the League One playoffs, a couple of promotions while we were there. It's a good club, and I'm pleased to see them back in the league. But I won't be giving them any favours Saturday. We'll be locking horns in the dugout, and we're looking forward to the test.
It's what you do, and you keep telling us that, Danny, really. You'll respect them, and you will, but you want your players to put back in action what you've seen so far this season, taking Tuesday out of the equation.
Yeah, and I've said it before when we were on, a run of, 7, 8 wins or whatever that may be. It's been like that for myself, and it's been like that for my players. Okay, so we have to make sure that we level that out on a little bad run that we're on a little bit at the minute, and level it out and understand that, okay, yeah, the results haven't gone for us in the last couple of games. However, we continue to do a work that will serve us hopefully success in the future.
You say your players energise you, but do they feed off you? Because they can see your enthusiasm. We can see it.
Yeah.
On the training ground, or whether from the dugout. Do they feed off you?
I think it's a question for the players, but I believe massively they do. They're buying into everything we've done at the football club so far, and the culture we've set. As you speak to people in and around the ground, they'll tell you the marked difference that it is in and around the place, the professional, the culture, everything that's set around the place is ready to achieve. And we've got to keep driving that forward. But I'm also ruthless. I am ruthless. I'm ruthless in my approach, because it's great having that and a good set of lads, but we have to produce the business, and we have to continue to make sure that we get back on that path. Otherwise, we're 6 weeks from the window, and you look at freshening things up, which I will be doing anyway. But getting that balance right is in the players understanding what we're trying to do here without taking the foot off the gas.
But you've got that bounce back ability. I can see it. The fans can see it. That's what it's all about. Daryl.
Yeah, listen, you know me, Georgie. I think you guys feel the passion, but there's no kidding with me. I was a hurt man Tuesday night. I went back to the flat a couple of miles away. Went back to my flat. I was hurting Wednesday morning, really bad. And my players seen that emotion after the game. They see the emotion on the Wednesday morning, but they also know. Now we're ready, and we're ready for Saturday's game.